We founded Tabor House nearly 8 years ago now in 2003, and I've spoken about this before, but one of the guys that used to live here at Tabor House, John Breaker, who died several years ago, died sober, but lived here for a while. He used to call this house the beacon of light on the corner of Broken Dreams. And I love that, the way he described Tabor, because it's really true.
And when I got here, though, I was welcome with open arms and stuff, and it was different, because I've been into other recovery houses, and it just seemed there was like a little more camaraderie here.
I've been in and out of rehabs, and just nothing was doing it for me. And I just wanted to stop, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be one of those guys who's doing that their whole life. I didn't want to be 40 years old having the same problem. I mean, I have dreams and things I want to do with my life, and since I came here, that's been helping me.
A recovery house is what we are. Some people say a halfway house, some people say a three-quarters house, but we're a lot more flexible. There's not really any hard and fast rules about who moves in here. There's no requirement really other than they want to get sober and change their lives.
No one was really trying to bring me in. People were just disgusted with me, and since I've been here, I got my family back in my life, and all that's because Jez gave me some place to stay, helped me work on myself and improve on myself, things I didn't know how to do for myself.
He has a lot of unique spiritual gifts that he brings to the house here. He's lived in communities before, communities of men, spiritual communities. He brings all of that here to the guys. Jez is one of the most gifted men I know.
I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic myself. I've been blessed so far to produce more than 23 years with God's grace and the help of other people. Really, that's what it comes down to. Two guys leaning together. When they're drunk, that's what holds them up, right? So when they're sober, we need another person. I'm not doing this because I'm Mother Teresa. I'm doing this probably because without something this radical, I'm gonna get cynical about my own disease.
It's really Jez. Jez does, he commits himself to us because he's like us. He's an addict just like I am. He just doesn't give up on us.
Jez is very active in the house. Like, in comparison to other places, he's here almost daily. And he sits down, he actually takes the time out. Porch is his spot there. They sit down with a guy and you sit down with him for you're gonna think you're gonna sit down with him for 20 minutes. Next thing you know, it's 2.5 hours.
And at first I used to live here 24/7. I'm married now, I have 3 kids. My wife, my family are all involved in this because of the amount of time and energy that I invest into this house and into this project. And I do that because I don't want to see anybody die from alcoholism.
He's been here for 8 years, day in and day out, and it is not easy work. You have a group of alcoholic men at any given time. You have 8 to 14 guys living here, and he manages to bring them together, shows them what it's like to live in community, shows them how to build relationships, lasting relationships with other men, and how to be honest with other people and change their lives. So he's the glue in this house, in this beacon of light. He makes everything work in my mind.
When we first got this house, it was beat. It had been empty for at least 12 months. And we did a major rehab. So we're in the business not just of rehabbing souls and minds and hearts, but the physical elements of this house really got worked on 7.5 years ago. We've not had a major rehab since then. But right now what we're dealing with is roofs leaking that affect ceilings, that affect walls. We just put a brand new shower in downstairs. There's a lot of costs just involved with the day-to-day maintenance of the house.
It's amazing when you think back on it, because this was a place of destruction and a place where people's lives were being ruined. And through the rehabilitation of the house we did, we're also able to now help rehabilitate men, give them the chance to let themselves be rehabilitated.
I'll tear up when I see guys make it. They become the husbands that they want to be. They graduate, they've done their GED, they get their first real good job. And I've got countless examples of that on any given day that make it worthwhile. I think people need to know more than ever that recovery isn't just escaping the bondage of addiction, it's embracing a peace and a joy and a love that no drug and no alcohol can ever give you, ever. Why else would you stay? It's that exciting.